Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Deadzerg and Deadterran on King Sejong Station, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map from Maelstrom Gaming, it is the Aquamarine Protoss player, Deadzerg. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the pink Zerg player, also from Maelstrom, it is Deadterran. So these people are teammates. I'm not sure for how long they have been teammates, but they definitely know each other. This is a GM level PVZ sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Again, thanks to everyone who's been submitting replays to me, especially here, Deadzerg, Jahefe, we got Minato. We also have quite a few coming in from, obviously Tang and Railgun, been around for a long time. But everybody who's been helping out with this, I super appreciate it. And it's been great. I think it's been a great experience. I'm getting some really, really fun games to cast. Really interesting outcomes for sure. So it's a PVZ here with non-standard colors, which means this was not played on the ladder, but probably just a practice game between two GM players, which means they are playing hard. They are playing hard indeed. And look at this, just Deadterran going straight up for the expansion to the bottom left of the main instead of the standard natural location. Basically knowing that Deadzerg was going to try to block it, just got rid of all of that hassle, threw down the expansion down there, and should be just fine. Don't see a problem with that. Zerg players, if you're having trouble with that, having trouble with Protoss coming in and trying to block off your natural, just take that third. Take that third base initially, and you'll be fine. There's really nothing to worry about there. Nexus on the way from Deadzerg. Did he go Nexus first? No. Nah, he went Gate Nexus in Cybernetics Core. One gas has been taken. We'll see the next gas getting taken here at around 22 supply. And there it is. There it is, that assimilator. Man, I am sneezy today. I have managed to mute so far, I think. If not, I apologize for the sneeze assaulting your ears. But anyway, here we are on King Sejong Station. Haven't seen a game on here for a while. I kind of miss it, actually. Seen some really crazy outcomes on this particular map. This third base is wide open, so hard to defend. The backdoor rocks into the natural also lead to a little bit more aggression than you see on other maps. The fourth bases are just dead impossible to take. Every fourth base you have either has a giant ramp leading up to it from three sides, or you can be harassed from the high ground. So it's not a great place to take a fourth. We see players do it, but man, we lose a lot of fourth bases in this particular map. Adept on the way here from Deadzerg, and getting queens is Deadterran. It's going to be so confusing. The Zerg player is playing Protoss, and the Terran player is playing Zerg. Ugh. Yeah, third hatch on the way from Deadterran. Like I said, see, you take your natural eventually anyway. It's not a big stinking deal. Not a big deal. 4 lings running around trying to see if they can find pylons and the whatnot. Actually, a probe coming in to scout ahead of the Adept. I don't know. Checking to make sure that third base did actually complete. Possible. Very possible, indeed. And checks for that natural base as well. So, just trying to get the lay of the land. The probe will go home. The Adept feels like, you know what? This is a good place to go in. Good timing, actually. Gonna psionic transfer on into this main base, see what there is. Free drone. Nope. Didn't get the free drone here. Gonna get right somewhere. But there's a queen. Again, queen doesn't do enough damage against adepts to save her drone's lives. Bam. Oh, one gets changed into a spore crawler immediately. Right as it was just about going to die here. Another spore. Ling's coming in, getting us around on that adept. Does psionic transfer her way out of there, canceling both of those spore crawlers. And adept retreats, having gotten 1 kill. Did you kill a worker? You did. You did get one of the drones. Must have missed that one. Good harass. Good harass there. And the Adept pulls back to a safer location. What you working on, Protoss player? Lots of warping and stuff. Most of them gateways. Gateway, 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 gateway. Dark Shrine and Robotics Facility and Twilight Council. Whoa. Deadzerg feeling his oats today. Lings really want to kill this Adept. There are 4 of them. And can they? She's pretty weak and tries to get into a good spot. She does. She finds a spot where only 3 of the Adepts can attack her, and I think she's still going to die, but she'll take a couple Adepts with her, or Lings with her, rather. One of them does end up falling. Zealot holding the line here at the natural base. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Going to try to knock down the Cyber Core. This is why I don't like using the Cyber Core as the wall on the front of the natural. It's too easy to get harassed, too easy for a ton of roaches to show up and just wreck house. Photon overcharge available. Not use Mothership with her standard, Mothership Core rather, with her standard attack enough to shoo that away. Ling's checking for a third Nexus, don't see one there. Pretty happy about that one. Warp Prism coming in. So there are some plans here. There are some plans here. Immortal coming out of the Robotics Facility. Is there a Warp Prism on the field? There is a Warp Prism on the field, and here it goes. Here it goes. Sloverlord again, scouting out the natural base. Seeing exactly what is going on. Spore Crawlers on the way for Deadterran. Roaches are his tech of choice here as well. And Ling's ready for this Warp Prism, or his Queen's rather, ready for this Warp Prism to come in. 2 queens, 4 queens sitting here at the natural base saying, why don't you just give this a shot? Archon? Archon drops. Archon drops. Okay, so using the Dark Templar inside this Warp Prism to make things work. But man, 4 queens with that extra damage versus air and that 8 range. Not going to drop there, says Deadzerg. No siree Bob. Might as well land and kill an Overlord. That's cool. Sorry, Slow Overlord, you dead. That does supply block the Zerg player. So that's pretty good stuff. Deadterran, displeased by that one. Heading on down, though, is our Warp Prism. Trying to go to the 3rd base, possibly. There's a Spore Crawler here. Bunch of queens still following. Look how fast these guys are. Ton of roaches down below as well. This is getting absolutely shut down. 100% shut down. I don't know if you want to come in here, Archons. I mean, yeah, he did some work, but that Warp Prism's down to 47 hit points, and the queens are just, they're on rampage right now. Queen's trying to dance around, see exactly where the Warp Prism is going next. Deadzerg kind of angling towards the natural, but I don't know. Baneling's coming in for Deadterran, interestingly enough. We've got another Immortal coming in for Deadzerg. And Warp Prism trying to drop here at the natural. Does manage to drop in the natural. It takes a couple more shots to the face. Kills a couple drones there. Kills a queen. Hey, nice job. Then picked up and boosted out. See ya. See you later. So pretty fun stuff so far. 3 Lings, 4 drones, an Overlord, and a Queen have been destroyed. And our friend Deadzerg has only lost an Adept. So I'd say that's pretty efficient. Pretty efficient harass indeed from the Protoss player. Zealot Immortal Sentry attack coming up. Is this Wings of Liberty? I guess there's an Adept back there. But man, very basic StarCraft2 units coming out to see what damage they can do with the Archon and the Warp Prism. Archons are pretty much healed up at this point. Pretty close to being healed up to full on those shields right about now. And making a push is Deadzerg here at the 6-minute mark, trying to see what they can see. Banelings coming in for Deadterran, Queens, the tech of choice as well. And Baneling hits against Zealot Sentry, pretty great. Banelings against Immortals and Archons, not as fantastic as it turns out. Ravagers, though, pretty good. Corrosive Vials shot, missing everything there, but Ravagers pulling back to the safety of that creep. So Ravager, Ling, Baneling without speed. Mind you, these are not speed Banelings. Sitting on the edge of the creep here is Deadzerg. Does he not have an Observer with him? He seriously doesn't have one. Alright, Zealots in the front. Banelings really want to crash on those things. Zealots pulling back to the back here. Force fielding everybody. The Ravagers are now pinned. Corrosive Vials being used, not unfortunately, to take down the force fields. Lings and Banelings sneaking in anyway around that bottom side. Actually evaporating on top of the Archons, not where they want to be. There are still Zealots alive to clear out the Lings that are coming in next of all. Here comes a very nice continued push from Deadzerg. Got the Immortals, got the Archons. 17 kills on that Archon. Holy crap. Warping in more reinforcements here with the Warp Prism. Big old warping of Dark Templar now. There are Spore Crawlers. Oh, okay, so just making them Archons, obviously. Derp. And morphing in more and more of these Banelings just sitting on the creep. Deadzerg seems a little bit hesitant right here. Corrosive Vial actually hit that Archon, and now he's dead. Now he is dead. Archons in the front. DTs in here as well. There are some DTs mixed in. Banelings crashing on top of them. Morphing them into an Archon as soon as they get low on health. Immortals just not being touched by anything. 14 kills, 9 kills. Woo, 15 kills on these Immortals. Queens are dying. Archon with 7 kills to its name, and that is it. A good game. Good game from Deadterran. Deadterran is defeated. Deadzerg is victorious, and Protoss gets your win today. Nicely done. Nicely done there. I love the Archon harass. That was fantastic out of Deadzerg. Deadterran, on the other hand, I'm not sure. I mean, the Banelings, I think, were a good choice, especially considering how Zealot heavy Deadzerg was running. But in the end, pretty good micro on display from Deadzerg. He did not allow the Zealots to take the brunt of those Baneling hits back here. He drew them to the back. He allowed the Banelings to explode on top of the Immortals and the Archons, not doing as much damage to them, and they have bigger health pools, so it doesn't matter as much. And then bringing the Zealots in once the Banelings are gone to really do their damage, and the threat has been removed. So fantastic decision-making by both of these players, but better micro, I'd have to say, out of Deadzerg, and that's what gets him the win. So, again, kind of by the skin of his teeth right here. Doesn't have much, just has 3 Immortals and like 4 Zealots, but enough to do this thing. Again, Immortals, 9 kills, 12 kills, 16 kills on these guys. Fantastic indeed. All right, so that's it for me. Bit of a shorter cast today. Hope you enjoyed it, but this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Jeff Duvall, KN, Matt Meermans, Hagon Marcus, Backberty, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Keith Garlow, Alexandros Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estegoy, Bober Set, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sip Kopata, Konma, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Shing, Rajiv Bhatt, The Cosmic Phoenix, Peter Haas, Andre Breet, Mither. Thank you, Leak at the top right. Bye.